Ahoy mates! Welcome on board Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas. We are here for a 6-night sailing from Tampa, Florida, so if you're interested in more content from Radiance of the Seas, be sure to check out our entire playlist. For today's video, I want to take you around and give you a tour of our accommodations of our interior room. So let's go ahead and get it started. Our tour of our accommodations on board Radiance of the Seas begins right now. So, Deck 3 port side, coming from the midship elevators by the Centrum, heading aft, and we find room 3129. This is a standard interior room. Let's head in. Oh, but I should point out that this is the actual kind of door handle still where you stick your SeaPass card in and quickly remove it to get the green light to go inside. Not a tab, not an RFID. And here's a look at the space as we enter, and of course we'll go over everything in detail. So right when we enter the room, we do have our safety information on the back of the door, our magnet that we can put outside to let the stateroom attendant know that you're sleeping or do not want to be disturbed, your handle with your standard lock peephole, and then we do have a couple of hanging hooks here. Now over on this side, we'll find a light switch which controls the overall lights for the room, main ceiling lights. Behind this door, we do have some storage cubbies and shelves. Kind of goes all the way from floor to ceiling there. And behind the door next to it, we find the rest of the closet space, including a big shelf going across the top there, our hanging space, and then 2 additional hanging racks there, as well as some PFDs stored inside. We'll also notice this ladder here, actually a couple of them, which can be used to access the Pullman beds. The stateroom attendant will put those out as well as pull the Pullman beds down for you, so you don't have to worry about that. One also little hanging rod here on the inside of the door. On the opposite side of the closet doors, we find the bathroom door, as well as the light switch for the bathroom. This switch is supposed to control the volume of the announcements. They usually disable those, so I don't really know if that's going to do anything. And then your thermostat up above. So we open up the bathroom door here, find 4 hanging hooks or pegs on the back side of the door. And then we'll turn to find our sink and vanity space there with the glasses, extra stuff stored down below, as well as our trash cans. And you do have a 3-section mirror there with the illumination up above, as well as the slot for an electric razor to be plugged in. Now usually, yeah, we have this little thing here, so this will pop open and you'll actually have storage inside on this portion of the mirror. We're gonna have our towel racks right there, hanging those up, our standard toilet, couple of hanging areas there up above that, as well as our fan, and then the shower. It's old school, rounded, but not the doors. We just got a standard curtain here, so we pull that back. We do find an adjustable and removable shower head there, a couple of shelves for shampoo and soap and things like that, the built-in 2-in-1 dispenser, a handle, the faucet adjustments, and then the drain down below. No foothold, nothing like that, but there is a clothesline up top you can pull across there and notch into there to use. Now continuing on with the rest of the room, we will find a full-length mirror here attached to the wall next to our couch, which is just a sitting sofa. That is not a sleeping space, and we do have the little coffee table that can be moved around there. We also have a wall-mounted light here with the main switch, and then a little spotlight reader there as well that can pivot and move around. I want to point out too, you'll also have curtains that pull across here to separate the sleeping section from the rest of the room. But now we'll turn and find our main desk and vanity area, our chair and trash can down below, and then we're going to have our drawers on either side. This one has the hairdryer in it, and then here in the middle we'll have a small one with tissues and menus and papers and things like that. Desk space up above, we have our light switch for our illuminated mirror up above, 2 European outlets, then some old school stuff that doesn't get used anymore, and then 2 American outlets there as well. So we're gonna, like I mentioned, we have the illuminated mirror here, lights on either side. Then you have the small mirrors on either side too, and those actually pop open to reveal a bit of small storage behind them. Down here in the main big cabinet is going to be our little tiny refrigerator inside there. And of course, up above that is our television. It's quite small, but it is on a swivel mount here, so you can move and pull it out and turn it, which makes things easy to plug in if you want to put it in a streaming device or something like that. In the cabinet up above, we do have a couple of shelves, as well as our safe, which is very small. Not going to fit too much in there, but you can put some smaller items inside. Keep those safe if you'd like. Pun, ha. And then we find our main bed space, currently made up into the Royal King, which is really a queen, but you can have them split into the 2 twins, and they would move the nightstands on either side to the middle. And speaking of those nightstands, they're pretty much the same. There's a cubby space and a drawer up above. This one does have the phone on top of it. Not going to find many plugs on these older ships, so you kind of just have to deal with that. Each side does have a wall-mounted light like we saw on the other side of the room, and the spotlight reader as well. Now you can sleep 2 more additional people in this room, and that would be up here in those Pullman beds that I mentioned. These will actually lower down from the ceiling, basically make it bunk bed style, and then the stateroom attendant will attach the ladder there so that you can climb up and use those if you need to. There's also a light switch over here on this side of the bed which controls the main cabin lights for the ceiling, so you don't have to get up and walk all the way over to the door. Well, there you have it, friends. That is a tour of our room on Radiance of the Seas. And again, if you want to check out the rest of the Radiance of the Seas content, head over to our playlist you can find on our channel. And if you're interested in booking your own Royal Caribbean cruise, please feel free to reach out via that travel agent information. You can find it in the description below. It's completely free to you, so we hope we'll hear from you soon. Thanks for joining us for today's video, but we're signing off. See you next time. Happy travels!